श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्ताम् सदा हृदि। स्वादयन्निह सर्वेषाम् त्रय्यन्तार्थम् सुदुर्ग्रहम् स्तोत्रयामास योगीन्द्रः तम् वन्दे यामुनाह्वयम्। नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः। नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः। यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यान विध्वस्ताशेषकल्मषः वस्तुतामुपयातोऽहम् यामुनेयम् नमामि तम्।
श्रीमत्कृष्ण समाह्वाय नमो यामुनसूनवे यत्कटाक्ष एकलक्ष्याणाम् सुलभः श्रीधरः सदा। नमः यामुन पाद अब्ज रेणुभिः पावित आत्मने विदित अखिल वेद्याय गुरवे विदित आत्मने नमः। अचिन्त्य अद्भुत अक्लिष्ट ज्ञान वैराग्य राशये नाथाय मुनये अगाध भगवत भक्ति सिंधवे।
ஏற்றரும் வைகுந்தத்தை அருளும் நமக்கு ஆயுர்குலத்து ஈற்றிலம் பிள்ளை ஒன்றாய் புக்குமாய் அங்கே
புக்கு மாயங்களே
இயற்றி கூற்றியல் கஞ்சனை கொன்று ஐவர்காய கொடுஞ்சேனை தடிந்து ஆற்றல் மிக்கான் பெரிய பரஞ்சோதி புக்கரியே. ஈன்று இளம்பிள்ளை ஒன்று ஆய் அப்போது பிறந்து விலட்சணமான பச்சை பசும் குழந்தையாய்க் கொண்டு ஆயர் குலத்து புக்கு திருவாய்ப்பாடியிலே சென்று சேர்ந்து மாயங்களே இயற்றி பல பல அற்புத செயல்களை செய்து கூற்று இயல் கஞ்சனை கொன்று யமன் போன்ற கம்சனையும் முடித்து பிறகு ஐவர்காய் பஞ்ச பாண்டவர்களுக்கு பகுபாதையாய் இருக்குவது. ரொம்ப தப்பா என்னமோ எழுதிருக்கு சுவாமி இது.
இது கொஞ்சம் பிரிண்டிங் தப்பு இருக்கு.
பஞ்ச பாண்டவர்களுக்கு பாதியாய் இருந்து ஐவர்காய் கொடு
உதவுவதுங்கிறதுக்கு இருக்கு. இருந்து உதவுவது
அப்படியா? அது என்னமோ பஞ்ச கொடிய பிரதிபக்ஷ சேனைகளை செய்து ஆற்றல் மிக்கான் இவ்வளவு செய்தும் மிக்க நெஞ்சாரல் கொண்டவனாய் பெரிய பரஞ்சோதி புக்கரி பரமபதம் சென்று சேர்ந்த ஹரியான எம்பெருமான் ஏறாறு வைகுந்தத்தை எப்படிப்பட்டவர்களுக்கு கிடைத்தவதான பரமபதத்தை நமக்கு அருளும் நமக்கு தந்தருள்வான்.
English by Kashivdas Swami.
He took birth in the cowherd clan, did many wondrous deeds, killed Kamsa, befriended the Pandavas, and destroyed the armies, full of patient goodness. He shall by his grace give us the precious ascent to Vaikuntha. I think this is Hail at the end, but
no,
could be Hari.
Hari in Sambodhana Prathama. Hari in Sambodhana Prathama. That is the last one is a exclamatory mark instead of L. Everybody can think in different way. Your version is also good.
Yeah.
I was expecting an English word. That's why.
Yeah. But Vaikuntha, there are so many words which are not in English. Kamsa, Pandavas. Now, the English, any translation will not give the spirit of the original. That we know. And translation is a very great art, and we have umpteen theories about translation. Now, the particular expression that is found in the commentary is Eettilam Pillai Vanroy. Second pada, second quarter, second line, Eettilam Pillai Vanroy. That's what we already understood as very small child, baby. The baby is innocent. The innocent baby killed Putana, Shakatasura, and so on. And just born baby, newborn baby, fresh in the delivery room. And how was he born? We know that with 4 hands in order to show to Devaki that he is the real Lord. Because even today, you cannot believe WhatsApp messages, nor even a person who says to us really, oh, I am Lord Krishna, I have come to your house. Will we believe? No, we will not believe. Nobody will believe a Lord coming near us. So now what does he do? He grants us a very rare place called Vaikuntha. Etru Arum. Very great place, but at the same time very costly in the sense, very valuable place. Arum. So Arulum Namakku. So fortunately, Alvar put it in plural. So all of us. So he is Ayar Gulattu Eettilam Pillai. He was. Everybody thought that he was born in cowherd's family. Nobody felt. After his entry into Gokulam, nobody called him Devaki Putra. But the original Vedavakyam calls him Subrammanyo Devaki Putraha. Vedavakyam. Subrammanyaha. It is not Kartikeya, meaning highly spiritual Lord. Subrammanyaha. Very good. Here in English we say patience, goodness. The same way, good spiritual Lord. So, Subrammanyaha. Devaki Putraha. It is given in the Vedavakya. Devaki Putraha. Devaki's name is mentioned. Because she performed penance for 3 births, and in the 3rd birth she begot, rather gave birth to. Without Garbha, without undergoing the pregnancy. So without undergoing pregnancy, he was actually Rishi Garbha. Overnight birth. Overnight. Therefore, so we say that is the speciality. So Ayar Gulattu Eettilam Pillai, everybody understood that he is the son of Nandagopa. And so on. Nandagopa also did not bring him up as a foster father. He almost brought him as a real father. And because his name is very famous, in the first pasuram of Tirupavai, he is called Kodungolan. He is a very cruel person because he had a spike in his hand, spear, S-P-A-E-A-R, 18. He was guarding the child even at night, so that even a small insect will not disturb him. That is so in the first line. Again, you see in the 18th Pasuram of Tirupavai, Undu Madagalittan Odada Tolvaliya. Suppose many bulls come and dash him, he will not retreat. He will not run away. Undu Madagalittan Odada Tolvali. He is Nandagopal. Very, very brave person, heroic man. Plus, again, he is a generous man. Ambarame, Tannire, Shore, Aramshayam, Nandagopala. Why I say this is, if you have a teacher, you have to respect the teacher's wife and son. And if you have what you call an honorable person, you have to respect his father also. Lord Krishna is to be respected along with his parents, both Nandagopa and Yashoda and Devaki and Vasudeva. So when we adore them also, that is equally called adoration of the Lord. So he considered, he assured safety, Nandagopa assured safety for the child. That is the work of the duty of the father. Then what did he do? Mayangale iyatti. The English translation is simple, but it should say that he committed only wondrous deeds. Only wondrous deeds. Everything was awesome. Every action of Lord Krishna was amazing. Nothing was ordinary. Nothing was ordinary. Whereas Rama's actions were, many of them were ordinary. But whereas Krishna's actions were always wonderful. Amazing. So then one of them is Kutriyal Kanjani Kundu. As I told you last time, after hearing the aerial voice, Kanjan, the miser, we say in Tamil is miser. The miser, namely Kamsa. Kamsa is named Kanjan in Tamil. Kanjan in Tamil means miser, a poor donor. The poorest donor is called Kanjan. So he killed him. He killed his own uncle. That's a problem. And therefore, there is also a fear. If somebody is born in Rohini star today, even today, we say it is a danger to uncle. If there are uncles, then all uncles will be afraid of the child. If the child is born in Rohini, that is the fear that today even we have over a child being born in Rohini star. Rohiniல பிறந்தா மாமாவுக்கு ஆகாது அப்படி தமிழ் proverb. So that is why. So Kanjani கொன்று. So Aivarkaya, namely for the five Pandavas, Kodunjani தடிந்து. He killed a very big army. He finished. In Bhagavad Gita he says, "Oh Arjuna, you are not killing. I am killing." So Kodunjani தடிந்து. 11 Akshauhini on the opposite side, 11 divisions of army on the opposite side, 7 army divisions on his own side, Arjuna's side. All of them were killed. Only 5 Pandavas remained alive. So Artal Mikkan, Paritranaya Sadhuna, Vinashaya Dushkrita. That's all. Artal Mikkan. He is a very powerful person. What is he? Periya Paranjodi. He is a beacon light. He is the greatest light, supreme light. Pukka Ariye. So in order to enter into Vaikuntham, so he went back to Vaikuntha after the incarnations, after every incarnation. And he is called Ariye. He is called Hari. So it cannot be Hail, for your information, Keshavdas Swami. It should be Hari, H-A-R-I, then exclamatory mark. Tamil Acharya Kuri, Ascharya, Tamil, Ascharyam, Sanskrit. There's a mark for surprise. So let us go to the next page. And we have last sentence, Tasyate Shamayaha. So we go to, Apadamagha Kimasti. So now he says, as usual, Yamunacharya says, what sin I have committed is beyond your patience. Your patience cannot excuse my mistake. Such a grave blunder I have committed. So agaha is sin. Apadam agaha. So it doesn't come. Your patience cannot come into the jurisdiction of my sin. My sin is in an area beyond tower, as you say today, no. When I phone call Raguramanji, the Raguramanji phone, my phone says the phone number is out of coverage area. The phone number is out of coverage area. That is the beauty here. So look at modern explanation for this whole term. So tasyate chamayaha apadam agaha kim asti. Now again you can put it in the positive way. Your patience can excuse all kinds of mistakes. There is no area which you cannot travel, rather which you cannot have sway, sway. So power over the area. So you have power over the area to excuse. So Kala Bedattale, they were Vere Urvan Agirir Ali. Now this is the problem for us. I checked my book of Sri Rama Bharati. Yes. So what do you want to say? Yeah. You can say it now. You can add the recording.
So I just checked the hard copy that I have of Sri Rama Bharati's translation of Tiruvai Moli, and indeed it is Hari with an exclamation mark.
Right. Good. Thank you. It's confirmed. Confusion, confounded, we say in English. When there is a confusion, it will be confirmed, but this is positive. So, Kala Bhedattale, they were Vere Urvan Ahirira. Now, as we know, Lord is beyond time, past, present, and future. But we cannot say that he is divorced from us because of time. Because we also are Anadi. The individual souls are also Anadi. We don't have a beginning. Therefore, either past, present, or future. So we are all one with the Lord. That's the meaning. So he is not different from us. He is not an odd man out. That's the meaning. Because of time. Again, they were Kripaki. Therefore, whether I did the sins in the past or whether I am committing the sins in the present, at present, and if I am going to do in future the sins, for all of them you are ready to excuse. See, we don't give any possibility for the Lord to escape from our words. Our words must be so good that we imprison the Lord in our words and then ask Him to excuse us. So we don't want Him to escape by what we call hook or crook, by truce, TRUC. So Devar Kripaki Avishemana Papamudi. Is there any sin out of the coverage area of your mercy? Kim Chepe Apadam. So Asthanam. Apadam is Asthanam, meaning means non-availability of the relevance or place. No place. Apadam is no place. Asthanam is irrelevant place. Abhishayam. So there is no matter connected. Abhishayam. Matter is not connected. That means your mercy is not delinked from my sin. Please remember that. Iti arthaha. This is the meaning. There's a number 2 there. What you call postscript or something like that. What do you call it? Lawyer script. So Vada is 3, third letter. So please tell me. Sarvajnarana Devarkum Marumatramillai. I am not knowledgeable. I have ignorance. I have darkness of ignorance. Compared to you, you are the omniscient. You are the omniscient. You know everything. But then your mercy will go to me also. even then your mercy will go to me. There's a lot of difference between you and me, in the sense that you know everything and I don't know anything. I know nothing. And therefore, Chamakki Vishayikaritum Ittanayam. So, this is what we call argument by Yamunacharya, in order that Lord will take pity on him, will show sympathy on him. So, all the arguments are put forth against the non-usage of mercy by the Lord. And that is the beauty here. So, Chamakki Vishayikaritum Ittanayam. So with this, we come to the completion of 63rd verse commentary, Vyakhyanam. So we'll go to the 64. Now again, say a repetition of some facts. He is asking the question. Yamunacharya is asking a question. I am a surrendery. Am I not a surrendery? Am I not a surrendery? Did I not fall at your feet? Nanu prapannaha. You can put the question mark at the end of Nanu prapannaha in the original text also, so that you can understand it better. So Nanu prapannaha, indeed I am a devotee, rather good devotee, who has fallen at your feet. But you say that I have fallen at your feet only once. Sakrideva prapannaya tavasmiti yachate avayam sarvabhutebhyaha dadami etad vratam mama. Sri Rama's Charama Shloka. So this is what we call Tengalai Sampradayam as well as Smartha Sampradaya, tradition of Shiva devotees as well as the Tennacharya devotees, Dakshinatya devotees, that they prostrate only once. But that is not the CUE to be taken from this. One time once, double time double, 3 times 3. That way you have to increase. Then that means you don't follow Ramanujacharya. Ramanujacharya said in his Gadyam, Utthaya Punaha Utthaya. Utthaya Punaha Utthaya. He fell down at the feet of Periyanambi in the hot sun in the bank of Kaveri. And the preceptor even did not ask him to stop bowing. So he went on saluting. Fell down, got up, fell down, got up. Pranamya Punaha Uttaya. Pranamya Punaha Uttaya. Then what is the meaning? Sakrideva, only once? No. There is a tradition, of course. So that means what we mean by prostrating only once, namely, we believe him, that's all. We have more faith in him. Even by one salutation, we will be granted all the boons that we want. That's what we say. So, Sakrideva and now, for this, Alvan is Kurat Alvan. So, Kureshaha is other called Alvan. Alvar is 12 apostles of the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. Alvan meaning only one, namely Kurat Alvan. There are specific connotations for each word. So what did he say is, Sakrideva Prapannaya is not the meaning that we get out of Sakrideva, namely once, YNCE, but it is Sahasaiva. Look at the same spelling with the same, number of syllables and the nature of syllables also. So 3 of them are lagu syllables, light syllables. One of them is heavy syllable. One of them is heavy syllable. Sahasaiva. So split it as Sahasaiva. So what will he do? What will Rama do or Krishna do? Abhayam sarvabhutebhyaha dadami. I will give protection to all the living beings. Immediately, Sahasaiva, Sahasa, all of a sudden. Even without our notice, even without our knowledge, Suddenly one day he will bless us. So Sakasaiva Prapannaya. One who has surrendered at the feet of the Lord will be blessed suddenly one day. That may become even a pleasant shock to us. This is what happens in our life also. Whenever we get some position, some say income, we say Sakasaiva, suddenly, a sudden flash of positive success. There's no negative success, but there are negative successes also. For example, when money matters, no, money always matters. But money begets trouble also. Money begets trouble. And therefore, good things also will have bad ends. And therefore, so Sakasaiva Endra Alvan Nirvahi. Just you can go up for 149. So Anadi Kalam Samsarittu Pondaiva. Now, again, I remind ourselves, namely, that our individual soul is Anadi. Therefore, we do not know when our first birth was, and therefore, we are also beginningless. And what is the practice that we have? What is the habit we are accustomed to do? Namely, totally some life in this world, born in this world. In some way or other, we are always going and undergoing many lives. So what happens is, by undergoing many lives in this world, we become attached. We become addicted to what we do. Sometimes we do good deeds, many times we do bad deeds. And we are attached to more bad deeds than good deeds. More attached to bad deeds than to good deeds. And therefore, we have a practice of doing, habit of doing many bad deeds. Then, again, we are doing a good deed. So, in just one of the lives, suppose had we done prapatti, so oru janmam ellam prapatti anusandittal dhan. So from the first day of birth to the last day of the life, in at least one birth, if we have followed the principle of prapatti, total surrender, Sakirthi engaikku porumo enbar embar. Embar is another great preceptor in the Tennacharya Sampradaya. And he says that once means once in a full lifetime. Please understand the word full. Okay, we have surrendered. But did we surrender in all life? No. Did we surrender at least one life? Okay, yes. But did we surrender throughout life? That's the meaning. So you should have thought over our surrender from age rather 0 day to 0 day. That means we become zero after the end of the life. So 0 to 0, in between we must have thought of him to surrender. Continuous thought. That will be the right way of the meaning, understanding the meaning of Sakrit. Then Bhagavat Prabhavate Partal Oru Kalukku Mel Mihai. Now, comparing that, we thought of him once in one of our lives. With the greatness of the Lord, the greatness of the Lord is very high, the highest, compared to our thought in him. And therefore, we cannot assess the greatness, we cannot scale the amount of greatness that he has, and therefore it is beyond our recognition, knowledge, and therefore the only thing that we need is, according to Parashara Bhatta, Bhattar means Parashara Bhatta, no other Bhattar. It is not Navanitam. BHATTAR. BHA capital T AR. Butter. So Butter, Parashara Bhatta, the son of Koratalvan. Please remember that. So Parashara Bhatta and Vyasa Bhatta were the twin sons of Koratalvan, who were brought up by Ramanuja very carefully. And Parashara Bhatta, in fact, was brought up by Sri Ranganatha himself. And in fact, it seems Ranganatha sang lullaby for Parashara Bhatta because Parashara Bhatta was in the Sanctum Sanctorum as a child in Sriranga. And Parashara Bhatta wrote a lot of books. Rangarajastavam, 300, about 300 shlokas, verses. Then you have Gunaratana Kosham, 65. You have, I think, Yatiraja Vimshati on Lord Ramanujacharya, 21. And so on. Many books have been written. He has written also what we call there are two books on Aradhana, that means thought of the Lord, thought of the preceptor. The twin books are there. I'll tell you this just a little later. So he has written a lot of books. And that Bhatta says, yeah?
Bhagavad Guna Darpanam.
That is there. Yeah, Vishnu Sahasranama commentary. But I want to tell you about Purva Kriya and Uttara Kriya. Purva Kriya and Uttara Kriya are the two books written on preceptor Ramanujacharya. So here, now what is the meaning of that Sakrit? Sakrit. Once we start thinking of God, we will maintain the interest throughout our life. That is a beautiful meaning given for Sakrit. Once we started thinking of God, I repeat, now we must take interest in reaching God. Prapya Ruchi, Ruchi interest, so our carefulness or our curiosity to reach the Lord. Prapya is Lord, Sriman. And Prapti Alavam, till we reach Him, we must continue our thought. That is what we call once. Sakrita meaning, once meaning, it should be a continuous thought. Yesterday, I think the last session, Keshavdas Swami wrote the word Tailadhara. The Tailadhara is called Sakriti here. It's a continuous thought, uninterrupted thought. Meaning that we will be interested in reaching the Lord, and till we reach the Lord, there must be interest. That doesn't mean, of course, after reaching the Lord, we lose the interest because we have attained the goal, and therefore, normally we say, whenever we reach a goal, we forget the source also. Teacher is one of them. Teacher is like a ladder, Eni. Toni is like a ship, is like a boat. He is like the pickle called an artanga, a lime, a tiny kind of lime, which makes the food digest in our stomach. And then it is not digested. It comes out. And whereas Toni, the boat or ship, takes you from one bank of either river or ocean to the other bank, and you forget about the boat and the boatman. You pay him and forget. And then ladder, when you go up the ladder is not useful further anymore. And therefore you just kick the ladder down. That's what we say. So the teacher is like that. And therefore, the Bhatta says, no, you must always remember the Lord. Natha. Orukal Pandina Prapatti Amehiradu Vahutta Nathanahayal. How do we come to know that we must do prapatti? Because of the Shastras granted by him. Therefore, he is our leader. So it is in Sambodhana Prathama Bhakti, we are addressing, calling him, He Natha. So, Orukal Pandina Prapatti Amihiradu. So, it is enough that we make a surrender once, meaning, as we go to the preceptor, we do Bharanyasa or called Prapatti. So, we do once only. We don't go to him again. But of course, there is another way out. Prayaschitta Prapatti is done, or Artha Prapatti is done when we are very in a hurry to reach the Lord. We are restless, and we go to the preceptor again and ask him to bless us with Prayaschitta Prapatti, beyond which we are not supposed to repeat our sins. So for all the sins committed after Prapatti, unknowingly or knowingly, are to be pardoned during Prayaschitta Prapatti, and so on. Then what is more important? More important than the Prapatti, our interview with the Lord is very important. Facing the Lord, rather looking at the face of the Lord is important. That means His divine presence in front of us. Divine presence in front of us is very important. When we open our eyes, when we close our eyes, in both cases, He must appear before us. Everywhere. Abhimukhyam. And we must understand that He is interested in giving welfare to us, granting welfare to us. So what you call sukham, the pleasure. So when He is ready to do that, we must understand that He is ready. That's all. His readiness is understood by one example here in Srirangam is he is holding the chakram, the Sudarshanam, in a tilted position. He is ready. He is ready to send to the enemies his wheel, discus, as a weapon in order to save us. And he doesn't brook any delay. He doesn't want to waste time in rotating the chakram from the horizontal position to the vertical position. And that is what we call abhimukya matram. Now he is using a bad word in Tamil, but this word is to be understood in the right sense. Iravu peru tannadana kudal tudar. Periyalvar also uses in different context. Tiruvona Tiruvilavil. That is Tiruvona Tiruvilavil. That becomes Tiruvilavil in Palland. In Palland, you find that Tiruvona Tiruvilavil. Let us not mistake it as a wrong word here, term. So, Iravu Peru meaning, so we lose interest in materialistic life in this world and we become lucky. And how do we understand that we are lucky? Our whole body revels in, our whole body reverberates in the pleasure of the Lord. We understand that our intestine is pure now. The intestine is cleared of all dirty things. You know the bowel movement. So when we answer nature's call, so our dirty things are out. And that is what we call kudal tutak. That means our thoughts are pure, our body is pure. So sarvam pavitram, vasudeva pavitram. In the same sense. So Lord is pure and we also become pure. And we understand the right knowledge. We have a right knowledge. And therefore, we always dismiss all wrong knowledge. The Asharanya Vishayathil, Artha Prapattikam Balam Pakshikam. There are people, just now in the beginning we talked about illiterate people who do not know anything. But suppose we do not know that he is the protector and we go to somebody else as protector. So Asharanya Vishayatil, suppose we reach a person who cannot save us from any calamity, then Artha Prapatti, suddenly we come to understand, after going to a wrong person who cannot save us from any catastrophe, so we suddenly realize that we have to go to Sriman Narayana. Then we beg him, beseech him, request him in an emergency. I mean, it's an emergency. Artha Prapatti is an emergency. So go to surrender to him. Then our strength is what we call partial. Partial in the sense, here it is directed towards Lord. And he will take care of us. Balam Pakshikam in the sense, Lord will have sympathy over us. Lord will have more partiality towards us when we have gone to some other person as protector and returned after realizing that Lord Sriman Narayana is a protector. He will not mistake us. He will not punish us for going to some other person. At the same time, he will welcome us. That's the meaning of Balam, Phalam, Pakshikam. Phalam. So result will be favoritism of the Lord towards the devotee. That must be understood in Sanskrit, Tamil, in that way. So he will have more sympathy towards a person who has gone to some other person for protection. Mahutta Vishayatil, Drupta Prapattikum Phala Vyapti Undu. Now, Mahutta Vishayatil meaning injunctions given by all Shastra books, starting from scriptures to Ramayana, Mahabharata, and so on. So we understand the principles of scriptures, orders of the Lord. We understand the orders of the Lord. And then we have what we call full faith in him that we can go to Vaikuntham later. And then therefore we have Tripta Prapatti. And that means we are rather proud that we have surrendered to the Lord. We have got Darpaha. Darpaha means pride. So we have pride over the Lord. That is legitimate pride that the Lord will save us at any time. So we wait for him. We wait till he grants us the boon of entering into Vaikuntha. And Phala Vyapti Undu. So the result is positive. The result includes, the good result includes, the positive outcome includes the time taken by the Lord to bless the individual soul, plus the time of waiting by the individual soul. I can afford to wait. I can afford to wait. Now look at the Charma Shloka of Rama. Tavasmiti cha yachamanaha. Only attitude that we must possess is we belong to the Lord. My individual soul is not my possession, it is the property of the Lord. That must be. Our thought is also of the Lord. By the Lord, of the Lord, and with the Lord. For the Lord. So Tavasmi iti yachamanaha, when we begged him to say that I belong to you, then aham tavasmi, he is giving a reply. Yes, you belong to me, therefore I belong to you. I am your possession, I am your property, I am your wealth, and so on. Aham tavasmi, I belong to you. This is a reply by the Lord. So, Pratyak Vastuvana Kinchi Vastuvanadu Kinchit Karithu Tan Sattayil Abhikka Vedumendru Yachikkai. Pratyak means individual soul. Very simple, little difficult term, looks like difficult term, but its meaning is our individual soul. Sristuti of Vedanta Deshika says Pratyak Grupe Havishi Vayo Ekasheshitva Yogat Padme Patyus Tavajanigamayar Nityaman Vishyamano Navachedam Bhajati Mahiman Artayan Manasannaha. This is our thought process. So Pratyak is individual soul. So we are an object, Pratyak Vastu. We are a tangible object. We can be touched, we can be felt, so we can be used, we can be misused. So I don't want to misuse my body or soul. Kinchit karit. So I'll try to do a little service. I try to do a little service. That means kinchit karam is doing something a little to please the Lord. I must please the Lord. There is no other way. But why should I please the Lord? Because my existence should be fruitful. Sattai meaning existence. Sat meaning existence. My true existence. If at all I exist truly, if I am a human being, if I am an individual soul, then I must get the fruitfulness of the life here. Labhikka venum endru yachikkai. I beg the Lord in order that my life will be aimful, not aimless, fruitful, and I must get advantages over doing prapatti. So uttarardha prakriyale kainkaryati pratik. Again, please remember, as Nyasa Vimshati of Swami Vedanta Deshika says, it is enough that you do prapatti. You don't expect even a chance of doing service to the Lord. But the aim is to do service to the Lord. You don't control, or you don't give instructions, you don't advise, you don't order the Lord to give you the chance of opportunity for service. So Uttarardha Prakriyayale. So we are talking about the second half of the Yamunacharya Stotraratnam, verse 64. Kainkaryati Pratikai. We are requesting for service. Tatpada Moolam Sharanam Prapatye Endru. Very easy to understand this one. So I bow before your feet, divine feet. I will tell you, because of my experience in teaching Paduka Sahasram to two groups every day, I understand Pada Moolam will be Paduka. Pada Moolam will be Paduka. I am not saying just that I am bowing to the divine feet of the Lord, but I am bowing to the divine sandals of the Lord under the feet of the Lord. So, Pada Moolam Sharanam Prapadye. It is said in the commentary of Paduka Sahasram that Sanskrit scriptures have described beautifully the divine sandals of the Lord. We must find out where the portion occurs. And now, Ramanacharya says, Ennuடைய வெறுமையை முன்னிட்டு கொண்டு பிரபத்தி பண்ணினேன். Since I am helpless, the first step, Karpanyam, Akinchanyam, Kaimudal Illamai, this is the first step in prapatti. Because I cannot help myself, I surrender to you. I again give you the same expression. Suppose, had I been capable of helping myself, will I go to some other protector, or will I not seek any protection at all? No, that doesn't happen. It never happens. It's an impossibility that I will be helpful to myself. Therefore, I am an empty man. I have nothing to do in the sense, I am not capable of doing anything. I am a hollow. I am zero. என்னுடைய வெறுமையை முன்னிட்டு கொண்டு mean I am a zero. I have nothing. All these auspicious qualities of the Lord, you can have a list and then say, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this. Should I say unlimitedly, I don't have this? Therefore, that simply meaning emptiness haunts me. My emptiness haunts me. And therefore, I do prapatti. Prapatti pannine. Now, again, I have a desire to do why? I have a desire to do prapatti. Why? Because aikantika nitya kinkara prakarshaishyami. You have told me, you have advised me that a permanent servant, nitya kinkara, a concentrated permanent servant, a soul, S-O-L-E, a soul, what you call an extraordinarily devoted to only you, namely Lord Srimanarayana. Aikantika, I do it in secrecy also, in privacy. In your privacy moment of privacy, in your moment of privacy, I am permanent servant. Aikantika nitya kinkara. So what is my duty? Pragarshaishyami, I will make you happy. I will make you joyful. I will make you feel the eclat, E-C-L-A-T. So I will make you, what we call, very happy, extremely happy. And that is my aim. Endru prapya apekshayim panninen. I have expressed my desire also. Why I should reach you? I must make you happy. So that is why we say prasannaha. Shuklam Vardhanam Vishnum Sajivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Vadanam. Your face must be pleasant. Why? When you are happy, your face will be pleasant. Therefore, I want to look at your pleasant face. I don't want to look at your Narasimha face. Karala Ananam. It is said in Sanskrit. Venkatadwari Swami said it in Lakshmi Sahasra. The sound noise is very heavy. Kata kata ravaha. Kata kata ravaha. Everywhere there is the thunder. The pillar broke open. A lion comes out of it. Hiranyakashipu says, I am a civil engineer. I constructed this hall. I know what material with which I constructed every pillar of the hall. There cannot be a man line from that. This is something atrocious. Your God Narayana has come out of this pillar. But he should not have come out of the pillar because I constructed the pillar. Civil engineer. And therefore, so he said, Prapya apekshayim pannine. I expressed my desire why I should reach you. Then Irandu Padathalum, we are talking about this Irandu Padam. Aikantika nitya kinkaraha, single word. Prakarshaishyami, second word. So Bhakti Prapattigal Rendilum Adhigaritha Adhigarigal Iruvarayum Sollugirathu Enbarum. There is another opinion which is in tune with all the scholars, all the Shastrajñas, namely Aikantika Nitya Kankaraha is the right concept. A person who is serving the Lord permanently in privacy. That is what we call bhakti. Prakarshaishyami will be prapatti. So bhakti, there are people who are engaged in following the bhakti yoga as well as prapatti yoga. There are people. But we normally say that bhakti is a very difficult process and therefore adopt prapatti method. That's what we say. But there are people capable of doing both. And it can be done. It can be done, for your information. Don't say that only a Bhakti Yoga man cannot do Prapatti or not Prapatti Yoga man should not do Bhakti Yoga. No. It can be done at the same time by all people. But these are all qualified people. So there are some qualified people who can do both at the same time. Simultaneously, they can follow Bhakti Yogam as well as Prapatti Yoga. Iruvariyum Sollugirathu Enbarum. This is the meaning of these two. Pratignyam smaratas tava anukampyaha. So now he reminds, Yamunacharya reminds Rama, "Oh, you have done the promise, you have given the promise, so don't give up the promise. Pratignyam smarataha, you remember your promise, pratignyam, tava pratignyam, your promise, you remember, smarataha. I remember your promise. Of course, that is obvious because I am at the advantageous side. So, anukampyaha, so I am pitiable. I am pitiable. I am to be sympathized with. Anukampyaha. But you said what? 44. Etad Vratamma. You said it is your vow. You said it is your vow, but I remember that I am pitiable. So, where did you say this? In the beach before going to Sri Lanka. Before, so Vibhishana came to surrender, and he says, "This is my vow to protect." Look at the beauty in Ramayana. A small joke in the sense, double meaning of a single expression. He said, Rama said, "Mitra bhavena sampraptam." Vibhishana, that good demon, came to me with a friendship, with a friendly attitude. Mitra bhavena sampraptam. He came as a friend. In future, Arjuna will be my friend in the next incarnation, Krishna. Whereas here, he has come with a friendly attitude. Mitra bhavena sampraptam. Nat tyajeyam kathanchana. I will not give him up. I will not leave him in the lurch. I will not leave him without protection. I will protect him. Don't worry. So, he comes. Does he come as a spy of Ravana? He wants to judge the strength of a monkey army and go back to Ravana and help him to win over the monkey army. That's what Sugriva said. No, I will not give him up. Then what is the other meaning? Mitra bhave na sampraptam. Sugriva, you said that he has not come with a friendly attitude, but he has come with an inimical attitude. He is still a brother of Ravana, blood brother of Ravana. He will not go against his elder brother. Elder brothers advice must be complied with. Yeshta bhrata pitru samaha. Vibhishana knows the Shastram. The eldest brother must be followed, must be obeyed. Therefore, Sugriva said Vibhishana should not be accepted because Vibhishana comes as a spy. No, he says Mitra bhave, as a friend, na sampraptam. He has not come with as a friend. Okay. Nat tyajeyam kathanchana. My words will not become untrue. I will not change my expression. Nat tyajeyam kathanchana. I will not leave him. He cannot overpower me. He cannot kill me. He cannot spoil the monkey army of yours. O Sugriva, your monkey army will not be in peril. Peril. It will not be in danger. Don't worry. Ma Suchaha. I told you, I will tell you Ma Suchaha only in Krishna Avasara, but I am telling you now, Ma Suchaha. Look at the beauty of Valmiki's words. Mitra bhave na sampraptam. He has not arrived with a friendly attitude. Nat tyajeyam kathancha. I will not leave him. So, now, so you did it in beach. Beach is a holy place since sea is a holy water. Please remember, beyond our rivers, holy rivers, and holy water in our own home, what we call bathroom water, well water. Well water is supposed to be better than tap water. Your tap is because of tap comes through with very many materials like iron and so on. So in those days, they didn't think that it is hygienic to take tap water. Therefore, they took straight away from the well. Please remember this, all this. The well water is always using sunlight. Sunlight falls on that. And therefore, it becomes pure every day. Whereas your tap water in the overhead tank is not cleaned for many months together. Dirty water from the overhead tank. So that is then they did not use that. So river water is better than well water. The ocean water is still better than river water, though it is salty today, but we have to recycle and make good water out of it. So again, so what is he says? The holy place is beach. When you make a promise in beach, that is true. That should be true. So கடற்கரையில் பண்ணின பிரதிஜையை ஸ்மரியான் என்று கொண்டு. So remembering the promise given by you. So தேவருக்கு அனுகிராஹ்யன். The same word, anukampyaha is called anugrahya. I must be blessed by you. தேவருக்கு அனுகிராஹ்யன். Yamunacharya says about himself. Te vratam idam mat ekavarjam kim. Now he gives a surprise to the Lord. I seem to see that all the people, my friends, relatives in this world, so many human beings in this world, so many living beings in this world, are already fully blessed by you. But did you reject me only me? Did you reject only me? Or have you got many people for rejection? So, te vratam, your vow, idam vratam, this vow of yours, mat eka varjam. You avoided only me. Varjam, avoidance. Ekam only, mat me. So, mateka varjam. Did you avoid me only? Kim? It's a question. So, sarvasadharana bhutarana devarudeya asadharanamana in the sankalpam ennai olindhirukkumo. Beautiful Tamil commentary. Lord is common to all. Sadharanam doesn't mean here, for your information, friends, ordinary. Sadharanam is not ordinary. Sadharanam means common. So, sarvasadharana bhutaha meaning Lord is common to all living beings, equally disposed to all living beings. Bhutaha meaning living being. Asadharanamana in the sankalpam, this is extraordinary decision, namely, etad vratam mama. Sakradeva prapannaya tavasmiti cha yachate abhayam sarvabhutebhyo dadam etad vratam mama. This is an extraordinary decision. This is an extraordinary promise. But did you avoid me? Ennai olindhirukkumo. Are you trying to exclude me from this promise? Kim chepe. Are you throwing me out? Which we saw earlier. Kim chepe. Do you want to throw me out? So, innani ஒழிய என்று விசேஷித்ததாகிலன்றோ எனக்கு இழக்க வேண்டும். Now, have you expressed have you expressed a word that except Yamunacharya, I will bless all people? Have you said it? Innane ஒழிய என்று விசேஷித்ததாகிலன்றோ எனக்கு இழக்க வேண்டும். If had you said that I will exclude Yamunacharya and then bless all others, then I can understand. But I don't lose because you have made a common promise. They were Satya Sankalparahiyal, ennai rakshittarula venum engai. So since you are a true person, true to the word, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. You are the truth. You are nothing but the truth. Satyasya Satyam. You have get it in Taittiriya Upanishad. Satyasya Satyam Nihitam Guhaya. You are the truth of the truths. You are the extreme truth. You are the highest truth. and you have made a decision of true words. And then they were Satya Sankalpar. This is a special adjective for the Lord. He is Sriman Narayana. Satya Kamaha, Satya Sankalpaha in all the three Gadyas of Sri Ramanujacharya. Please see the repetition of the words. Satya Kamaha, Satya Sankalpaha. So if you recognize these two words in each of the prose works of Ramanujacharya, then you can easily understand. He wants truth. He wants us to speak truth. And he wants to decide only based on truth. So, you must protect. You have not made me odd man out. So that the three, two words given here is Sakasaiva Udaneye. Sakasaiva meaning Udaneye. At once, all of a sudden, suddenly, quickly, in no time. These are the synonyms for Sagasa. Sagasa. In Sanskrit, we have got a lot of synonyms. Sagasa, Kshipram, Shigram, Vegena, Achirat. There are so many Sanskrit words for suddenly. So, Uttarardham, we are talking about the secret mantra, namely Dvayam. So, Dvayatin Pin Bhagam. The latter portion of Dvayam, namely Srimate Narayanaya Namaha. This is the Uttarardham referred to in the text in the page today, 149. And let us all have any discussion if necessary, and we meet on Monday for continuing 65 plus Deshika Ragasyas for Saturday and Sunday. Tattva Navanitam.
Swami, you said that Embar was a Tenacharya, but Embar came right after Ramanuja. He was the cousin of Ramanuja.
Yeah. Immediately after Ramanuja, there was a division of Tengalai and Vadagalai.
Really? Because historians don't, they say it happened only later.
No, we cannot fix the period of starting of these two sampradayas separately. And the Malavana Mamali was exactly contemporary of Swami Vedanta Deshika also. And before Vedanta Deshika went to Paramapada, as we say, Malavana Mamali was born. And therefore, though you have the tradition that Nainar Acharya, namely otherwise called Vatsya Vardacharya, the son of Vedanta Deshika, was the preceptor for Manavala Mamuni. In spite of it,
Really?
they have developed a tradition in the same period of time. Of course, the period of time is exact with regard to Vedanta Deshika, 1268 to 1369 AD, 101 years.
My understanding was that Pilalokacharya was an elder contemporary of Vedanta Deshika. Then later, Manavala Mamuni was 2 generations after. So I don't understand if you say that Vedanta Deshika and Manavala Mamuni were contemporaries. Nor if you say Nainacharya was the guru of Manavala Mamuni. I never heard this before.
Oh, I read in many books.
Okay.
And
still,
and
I'm
again,
trying to understand.
again,
At the time of Ramanuja, right after Embar is Govinda. He's the cousin of Ramanuja. So if there was a Tenacharyas at that time, there was also Vadagalais at that time.
Oh, now what I want to say is, Embar is quoted by Tenacharya Sampradaya more frequently than Vadagalai Sampradaya people.
Okay, that's all right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Perivachan Pillai is quoted more by Tenacharyas or by Deshkas Sampradaya?
By both. Equally accepted by both.
Okay, good.
And again, if you please tell me that lifetime of Manavala Mamuni.
I have to look it up, but I thought it was the beginning of the 15th century.
Maybe from 1368.
Yeah.
He lived for
Okay.
70 years.
Right.
Add 70 years. 1368.
Right. So
plus 70
if you say 1368, then what you're saying is the last year of Vedanta Deshika's life.
Yes,
Last
yes.
but 1 year.
Yeah, but I can't. I cannot. I never heard this that Vedanta Deshika's son was the Acharya of Manavala Mamuni.
Right. That's what I understood by reading a lot of books.
Okay. So I found another. Another book by Kuresha, by Kuradalwan, Kriya Deepa. Oh no, sorry, by Parasara Bhatta. Parasara Bhatta, you said wrote some books. The Anakam by him is called Kriya Deepa.
Right. Parasara Bhatta has written Rangarajastavam.
Right.
Uttara Shatakam, Purva Shatakam. Purva Shatakam and Uttara Shatakam. About 300 verses. And the Purva Shatakam gives us a beautiful description of Ranganatha. And Uttara Shatakam gives totally the principles of Sri Bhatta.
Who is quoting Parasara Bhatta and Kuradalwan more? But both.
No, Kuradalwan is a common preceptor for both sampradaya.
But Parasara Bhatta is an acharya in the Oran Valley Guru Parampara of 10 Acharya Sampradaya.
Yeah. No, see, we can always pull him to our side any time that we want.
Okay.
Because
So-
the only difference is any book, any acharya will, for that matter, will be interpreted in two ways. And then that means a common acceptability is there in common by two sampradaya. So a commentary can in the form of this sampradaya principle or that sampradaya principle, according to the commentator's desire.
You were also mentioned in the class, you were mentioning that somebody can perform property, can do the property, and also do bhakti yoga at the same time.
Right.
But
It is said in the comment.
Okay. By Perivachan Pillai. Yeah, but it seems like if you are performing bhakti yoga as a sadhana for moksha, then how do you have faith? How do you have complete surrender that you have faith that the Lord will save you through only property?
Now, what we understand from Perivachan Pillai's commentary is the principles of Bhakti Yoga and Prapatti Yoga do not clash with each other. That's me.
Okay, so
And you can also understand the word of Perivachan Pillai as there are adhikaris, qualified people to follow Bhakti Yoga, and there are people who follow qualified people to follow Prapatti Yoga, and they consider this second part of Dvaya Mantra as common to them. Srimate Narayanaya Namaha is acceptable. The meaning is appreciated by both people of Bhakti Yoga and Prapatti Yoga. They can understand very well.
Right. Because the second part of Dvaya has to do with the Upaya. The first part is the Upaya. The first part of Dvaya is the method of property. The second part is the goal, is the Purushartha. So the first part is the Hita, is the method. But if property and Bhakti Yoga are considered as separate paths, how can we follow two paths at the same time?
That is not difficult. Why I say this is, now you must, we must take 18 differences between these two sampradayas. Then analyze from the second part of the Dvaya Mantra. And then find out the commonness of these two.
Adiyan.
So my understanding
no.
is the common what is common is performing. Everybody is performing acts of devotion. Everybody is performing Bhagavad Kainkarya. Everybody is performing bhakti, but everybody is not performing bhakti with the goal of attaining moksha.
You see, the moksha is ruled out. Please remember that. Don't think of moksha at all. These two letters must be forgotten. Vedanta Deshika says, Prapatti itself moksha. Just fall at the feet, just forget about it. So you say that Kainkaryam is moksha. Yes, we are all of us accept. Both Sampradaya tradition accept. Please, Raghunamanji first, and afterward, any discussion.
Adiyan, actually, I also came to know with somebody else say that prapatti leads to bhakti. Only the prapatti, when you do the prapatti, it will lead to the bhakti of thinking of tapas. Like you are going to daily, you are going to pray and uttaya, you are going to pranam. Everything you are going, it will lead to. It will give vasam in the what you call Divyadesha vasam, and you can Kainkarya prapti. It will lead. The one who is doing the bhakti, it will lead to the prapatti also. At last, they will do the prapatti and lead to the prapatti.
Well said. Well said. Congrats to Raghunamanji for the right interpretation.
One who does the bhakti, they will do the prapatti. At last, it will lead to the prapatti also. Adiyan.
Okay.
We never heard of such a good explanation from.
Right. It's good. No, I understand. So, but still there are some people who, traditionally, some people who are not qualified to perform bhakti yoga.
No, see, from Shastras, we understand this is that and that is this. And who says that these are all people disqualified for bhakti and those who are qualified for prapatti? See, this is a way out. This is a concession for those who cannot follow bhakti yoga. Prapatti yoga is only a concession, in the sense, a shortcut method, a shortcut route. But who said you should not follow both? This is Raghunamanji's statement is final.
No, I'm not objecting to doing bhakti. I'm not objecting to doing bhakti.
Let us propose the theory. This group advocates this kind of philosophy from the understanding of all the sampradayas in Sri Vaishnavamsam, and then you publish it as a book, even as a pamphlet, as a small printout, handout. It should be known to all the worlds. What you call the orthodox worlds. And there must be objections. There must be interpretations. And then, see, by objection and by different interpretation, our purpose is to remember God. That's all.
स्वादयन्निह सर्वेषाम् त्रय्यन्तार्थम् सुदुर्ग्रहम् स्तोत्रयामास योगीन्द्रः तम् वन्दे यामुनाह्वयम् नमो नमो यामुनाय नमो नमः नमो नमो यामुनाय नमो नमः यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यान विध्वस्ताशेषकल्मषः वस्तुतामुपयातोऽहम् यामुनेयम् नमामि तम्
श्रीमत्कृष्ण समाह्वाय नमो यामुन सूनवे यत्कटाक्ष एकलक्ष्याणाम् सुलभः श्रीधरः सदा नमः यामुन पाद अब्ज रेणुभिः पावित आत्मने विदित अखिल वेद्याय गुरवे विदित आत्मने
कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः।